Hi, it's Dawn with Create to 8 and Create with Confidence. And today what we're going to do is we're going to create these little brads that I had shown you earlier on the video with the junk journal cards. So what you're going to need to create these are some simple brads that have a flat back, some alcohol ink markers. Okay, these are just some inexpensive ones. Some flower punches, and I got these. It was a set of 3 from Amazon. You'll need some UV resin, a resin lamp, some little miniature clear glass beads, and I like to use this resin lamp here also. So, sorry, you need a resin light, and I like to use a resin lamp. So to get started, the first thing you do is you just color these little brads. So mine are going to have a interior that is green. So I am just going to take this and color this green. And I like doing it this way because you can make it any color you want. And with the clear brads, with the clear beads, it just shows off any color. So it's real versatile. Okay. So we've got our brads here with the color on them. I'm going to try to get them somewhat flat and straight. Then add some resin to it. Okay, and I'm not adding a whole lot, but I'm making sure that the top is covered. Okay. And then I'm just going to add these little beads here. Okay, simple as that. And put this in under the resin light for a few minutes, or a couple minutes. It only takes about 2 minutes. And while that's doing that, I'm going to grab some of these flowers that I've already punched out. Okay. And I'm going to do 2 of these this way. And then I'm going to show you how to do something like this with the daisy, where you just have a touch of color. So for the first 2, because I'm doing 2 different kinds of flower petals, I'm doing the spiky and the round. I'm going to start with the yellow. Add that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of green in there. Kind of around the center. bit of this orangey color. And I'm not coloring it, I'm more like just dabbing it on there. Okay, here are my centers all done. And if I wanted to, I could take a mixer, color mixer, and just kind of dab that and mix colors just a touch to blend. And then to do my flowers, I start with either one of these. So I'm going to start with the round. It's just starting to pour here. And then I take my resin and I just cover the petals. I don't pour a whole lot on there. Just make sure that the petals are covered and that the center has some in there so that these will stick to the top of the brad. And then I take this light and I hit it just for about 10 seconds. What I want it to do is just to stick to that brad and for the petals to get hardened just a touch. And that will get hot. And then I'll take the next layer of petals, bring that in, do the same thing. So you can see I'm not putting a whole lot on here. Get some in the center. Oops. Push it up a little bit. Kind of get it so that it's hopefully stuck. Put it back on my styrofoam and do the next one. Push it up. Get it set a little bit. Bring the next one on. Well, that didn't set much now, did it? I did not have a good hold on this. Okay. Set top one does not want to behave. I'm going to put it back up and try to get it set again. Got my fingers set. And then get this one. Okay, and let's move some petals around. That's better. Put that down. And I just wanted to show you how I did that daisy-like one. Okay, so I just take two of these here, pick a color that I want the edge to be, and I just go around the edge with that color. I don't color inside. I just go along the very edge. And I do that for both of them. So I've already got one done. And then I do the same thing that I just did. I just bring it up. Put resin on the petals. Try to get to attach to the top. Then I grab the next one. Resin its petals. Like I said, you're not putting a whole lot of resin on here. You're just covering the petals. Okay, I'm going to move that up a little bit. Kind of move it around. Let me just hit it with the light here to get it started. Push it on up. Like that. Plop them under the UV lamp light for just a couple minutes. Okay. Take these gloves off. So here's one that I did with the blue and an orange center. Okay, here's one that I did with the different some oranges and I think a brown or sienna and a pink with a black center. Here's some orange and yellow with a yellow center. Here's the one kind of like what we did today with the green center. Here's a blue with an orange center. Here's one like we did today with the green center. And so you can do just about any colors. Purple with a black center, like an echinacea. And they come out great. And then you can use them for your junk journals. So here's an example of one of the pink and brownish color ones with the black center that I've used on the cover of this. It was going to be a card, but then I decided that it was nicer just to make like a little journal. So that's the cover for that. But finish getting those ready. They're not hard to make. Just make sure you have a flat back, because flat back's easier to put the petals on. I mean, not the petals, but the seed beads on, not even seed beads, the mini beads on, and grab some clear mini beads. And that's about it. So these are just about finished. Pull them out. So here's the little pink daisy. And here's the second one we did, or the first one. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you come back for a visit. If you like the video, like and subscribe so you can see what I've got coming up next. And you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.